2,000, 4,000, 440,000, 1,205, 36,666. Bet you're wondering what all of these numbers are. $2,000 a year spent on cigarettes from one smoker, 4,000 chemicals and cigarette smoke, 440,000 deaths a year from smoking-related causes, 36,666 deaths a month from smoking-related causes, 1,205 smoking-related deaths a day. Don't smoke. Smoking is very dangerous. Not only are you hurting yourself, but you're hurting everyone around you. I've been surrounded by smoking almost my whole life. I've had family members affected from smoking. Smoking can cause different kinds of cancer. It increases your health risks, and it's very dangerous for pregnant women. It harms people who don't smoke by secondhand smoke. There's a lot you should know about smoking. There are some pretty big consequences, one big one being cancer. You can get many different types of cancer from smoking. One is acute myeloid leukemia, which has only a 20% survival rate, which is pretty bad. There's also kidney cancer, cancer of the pancreas, and bladder cancer. One type of cancer is cancer of the oral cavity, which this is a picture of someone with the mouth and lip cancer, and this is just lip cancer. It's both types of oral cavity cancer. Another is cancer of the larynx, which is basically your vocal cords. Cancer of the pharynx, which is part of your throat. Cancer of the cervix, which is also known as cervical cancer. Stomach cancer, cancer of the esophagus, which is pretty serious too. There is only a 25% survival rate. Cancer of the uterus. Lung cancer is a pretty big one for smokers. This is a picture of healthy lungs, and these are smokers' lungs. And then down here, this person has lung cancer. This is the almost normal lung, and this is the one that's completely diseased by the lung cancer. A smoker who is a male increases his chances of getting lung cancer by 23. A smoker who is a female increases her chances of getting lung cancer by 13 times. There are many lung cancer deaths from smoking. 90% of the men who get lung cancer from smoking die. 80% of the women who get lung cancer from smoking die. There's an increased health risk for a stroke, which is 2 to 4 times increased. Coronary heart disease is also 2 to 4 times increased risk. Coronary heart disease is the leading causes of death in America. Peripheral vascular disease is another disease you can get from smoking. Here's some pictures of people who have it. It's a disease where your arteries narrow and it reduces the circulation. It mainly affects your foot and your legs, and those are 2 feet. There's also abdominal aortic aneurysm, which is where your blood vessels that supply blood to your abdomen, pelvis, or legs grow abnormally large and balloon outward. They can rupture, and if they rupture, it's very dangerous. Less than 40% of the people who have ruptured arteries survive. Another disease you could get from smoking is emphysema. This is a picture of a lung with emphysema. This is a completely healthy lung, which is in the same direction as this lung, which is completely covered with emphysema. Another thing you can get is bronchitis or chronic airway obstruction. Smoking harms nearly every organ in the body. Women who are pregnant or trying to get pregnant have the same risk as everyone else who smokes, plus more. Infertility can be caused from smoking. The woman who's pregnant could have a preterm delivery or stillbirth, and her baby could have a low birth weight. It also can affect babies with SIDS, which is sudden infant death syndrome, if the mother smokes while she's pregnant or if someone's smoking around the baby or infant. So smoking doesn't only affect you, but it also affects the people around you, which is the secondhand smoke or environmental tobacco smoke. Secondhand smoke is a mixture of gases and fine particles. It's also smoke that burns from the tip of a pipe, a cigarette, or a cigar. It's a smoke that's exhaled from the smoker. It contains around 250 toxic chemicals, 50 that can cause cancer. Secondhand smoke can cause cancer. It can cause breathing problems for the people around it. Secondhand smoke causes lung cancer, and every year there's 3,400 deaths from lung cancer caused by secondhand smoke. There's 46,000 heart disease deaths from heart disease caused by secondhand smoke. Secondhand smoke affects children in many ways. One is that they get ear infections. 750,000 ear infections are caused in children by secondhand smoke a year. A child around secondhand smoke will have more severe and more asthma attacks if they have asthma already. Children can get lung infections or respiratory infections. And pregnant women can have a low birth weight baby if they're around secondhand smoke. Smoking is very unhealthy. It can cause cancer, increase health risks, affect pregnant women badly, and it harms everyone around you and yourself. I encourage all of you to talk to someone that you know. They could be a smoker, they could not be, or you could talk to someone because you're a smoker and want to quit. So talk to anyone about smoking and the dangers of it. Thank you.